miserable for these visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Pulls it in. It's Dupree. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Still on his feet at the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the change. It's 1st down at the 27.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They want to run it left here. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake. Complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Maryland! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. He gets it up to the 35 before he's got it out of bounds. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Edwards. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Throwing on the run. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting a big TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Martin will throw it. Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long, no big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Direct snap. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down. The RPO fired complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Martin back to pass. Touchdown, Terrapins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered 29 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Mason. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play.
It's a seam wide open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You talk about creating big plays in the running game like this. This makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
Ball is free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Smith takes the handoff. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, I love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And the Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams.
Going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Maryland! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fair catch called for and made. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Edwards. Got it in the middle, it's Mason. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back from the ball.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On second and 10, a four wideout set, trips right. Corner's going to give them room. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Terrapins have it with a first and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. The give to the back. Got room to work. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. 30, running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only
comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first. Sneaks it in.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Martin back to pass. Got a man, it's Webb.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Trying play action. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, the ball squirts out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
First down and 10. Martin will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And the offense came out aggressively here in the 2nd half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the 2nd half.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Terrapins. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes a catch down the right side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Badger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Washington. Using his legs to buy some time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Slithers into space. There he goes. Touchdown, Maryland! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 25 over the Stallions. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Turning on the Jets. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Runs for the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. These corners backing off a bit. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Martin back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play calls and everyone on the same page here. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Badgers will hustle to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And here they come, almost all the way back. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Martin will throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's Ray. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Terrapins are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ray. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Washington. On the run, still looking. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose. The defense got to it.
The defense wasn't able to get to the QB behind center. When he started trying to buy himself time, though, it didn't matter. That pursuit is real. This defense, they have some serious speed up front.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Might be looking to run. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Dupree. He's loose. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Badger. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The drive starts from their own 25 play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to pass, it's Washington. Fires left. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And some room to work. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score.
And how about the quarterback coming up big late in this ball game? You gotta have him. Nothing open, takes off, scrambles, does it himself, and makes the heads-up play to get out of bounds.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flicks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Forced out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in, it's Anthony. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Makes the catch. It's Fowler. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Looking downfield on first down.
And how about the wide receiver coming through in a big moment? We haven't talked about him much. It's kind of been a non-factor. Defense has done a great job. This game coming down to the wire. He makes a big play when they really need it.
And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Steps away. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. looking to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks.